Was Michael Jackson entirely innocent, a misunderstood genius caught in the crosshairs of fame? This is the question that has reverberated around the globe, echoing through the annals of pop culture history and beyond. Michael Jackson, known to many as the King of Pop, was an icon who transcended boundaries, a global phenomenon whose music and dance moves captivated hearts and minds worldwide. He was a man who lived in the spotlight, adored by millions, yet shrouded in an enigma of mystique and controversy. His life, a whirlwind of dazzling performances, groundbreaking music videos and record-breaking albums, was a spectacle to behold. Yet, beneath the glitz and glamour, there was a man who was often misunderstood, a man who found himself in the midst of a maelstrom of allegations and public scrutiny. The world watched as Jackson danced his way to unimaginable heights of superstardom, becoming one of the most influential figures in music history. Yet, along with this fame came a heavy price. The controversies that surrounded him were as numerous as his hit records. Questions were raised, accusations were made, and the world was left in a state of bewilderment, caught in the dichotomy of the genius and the controversy. So was Michael Jackson entirely innocent, or was he a fallen idol, a star tarnished by the very fame that made him? This question has divided opinions, fueled debates, and left many searching for answers. But to unravel this enigma, to sift through the noise and find the truth, we must journey back to the beginning. We need to delve into the life of the man behind the music, the kid from Gary, Indiana, who grew up to be the king of pop. We need to understand his journey, his struggles, his triumphs, and his tribulations. So let's embark on this journey together, delving deep into the world of Michael Jackson, seeking to understand the man, the myth, the legend. To understand this, we must first look at Michael Jackson's early life and his rise to fame. Born in Gary, Indiana on August 29, 1958, Michael Jackson's journey to stardom was anything but ordinary. His story begins in a humble abode, the seventh of 9 children born to Catherine and Joseph Jackson. A steel mill worker by day, Joseph was a stern and disciplined man whose passion for music was passed on to his children. The Jackson family was musically inclined, and it didn't take long for the world to take notice. Michael, along with his brothers, formed the legendary group known as the Jackson 5. The band was a sensation, with their infectious energy and catchy tunes capturing the hearts of audiences globally. Michael was the youngest, yet his captivating stage presence and impressive vocal range made him the standout star. As the years passed, Michael's talent only grew. He developed a unique style, combining elements of pop, soul, and funk that set him apart from his contemporaries. His dance moves were as iconic as his voice, with the moonwalk becoming a cultural phenomenon. His performances were more than just concerts. They were spectacles that left audiences spellbound. Michael's solo career catapulted him into a realm of fame few have ever reached. His album Thriller, released in 1982, shattered records, becoming the best-selling album of all time. His music videos were revolutionary, transforming the medium into an art form. Michael was not just a singer or a dancer, he was an artist, a visionary who used his platform to push the boundaries of what was possible in music. But with fame came a cost. Michael's life was under a microscope. His every move was scrutinized, his every word dissected. The pressure was immense, and it wasn't long before rumors began to circulate, whispers that suggested a darker side to the king of pop. As his fame grew, so did the scrutiny, leading to allegations that would shadow him for the rest of his life. In 1993, the first allegations of child molestation against Michael Jackson surfaced, sending shockwaves around the world. The king of pop, adored by millions, was suddenly cast under a dark shadow. The allegations were serious, and they rocked the foundations of his career, threatening to topple the empire he had built. The world held its breath as the news spread. For some, it was a crushing blow, a betrayal by an icon they had idolized. For others, it was a moment of doubt and disbelief, a question mark against a man who had always represented love and unity. The allegations became a media circus, a frenzy of speculation and sensational headlines. It seemed that overnight, Michael Jackson, the man who had brought us Thriller, the Moonwalk, and countless other unforgettable moments, was being tried by public opinion. The court of public opinion, as we know, is a fickle and unforgiving place. The trials that ensued were a spectacle of their own, a morbid fascination for the public. Yet, through it all, Jackson stood tall, maintaining his innocence. He faced the accusations head-on, refusing to be cowed by the pressure. His defense was unwavering, his demeanor unflinching. The trials came and went, the allegations remained, but so did the doubt. The cases were fraught with inconsistencies, murky details, and questionable testimonies. The veracity of the allegations was scrutinized and debated, but a definitive conclusion remained elusive. The impact on his career was undeniable. The shadow of the allegations followed him, a constant reminder of a chapter he sought to close. Yet he persevered, continuing to create, to inspire, to entertain. His music remained a beacon of hope for many, a testament to his enduring spirit. Despite the allegations, Jackson vehemently maintained his innocence, and many believe him. The shadow of the allegations may have darkened his image, but it could not dim the light of his talent. The king of pop remained a king, his crown perhaps tarnished, but never toppled. But what makes millions believe in Michael Jackson's innocence even today? This is where we dive into the crux of the matter, the evidence that has kept the scales of public opinion balanced or even tipped towards innocence. Firstly, we have the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, who ran a comprehensive 10-year investigation into the allegations against Jackson. This exhaustive probe, spanning from 1993 to 2003, found no evidence to support the claims of child molestation. The Bureau released hundreds of pages of records, all of which were met with the same conclusion. No wrongdoings were found. Then, we have the inconsistencies in the accusers' stories. Over the years, several of the key accusations against Jackson have been riddled with discrepancies, changing timelines, and contradictions. These inconsistencies have raised questions about the credibility of the allegations, making many question whether the claims were motivated more by a desire for monetary gain rather than a pursuit of justice. Moreover, Jackson's character was vouched for by numerous close friends and associates who stood by him throughout his trials. Celebrities like Elizabeth Taylor, Macaulay Culkin, and Chris Tucker have openly expressed their belief in his innocence. These testimonials, coupled with the lack of concrete evidence against him, have made a compelling case for Jackson's innocence. Finally, there's the fact that Jackson was acquitted in 2005 on all counts of child molestation. This decision was made by a jury of his peers after a grueling 4-month trial, which scrutinized every piece of evidence presented. So, what do we have here? A thorough FBI investigation finding no evidence of misconduct, inconsistent accusations, an outpouring of support from friends and associates, and a court acquittal. All these pieces together form a formidable defense, a bulwark against the tide of allegations. The evidence paints a complex picture, one that has kept the question of his innocence alive. Whether you believe in his innocence or not, it's undeniable that the narrative surrounding Michael Jackson is far from black and white. It's a saga that continues to ignite debates, spark controversies, and captivate millions around the world. Despite the controversies, Michael Jackson's legacy in the world of music remains unparalleled. Known as the King of Pop, his musical genius has left an indelible mark on the world. His innovative music combined with his signature dance moves like the moonwalk have influenced countless artists and have shaped the pop culture landscape as we know it today. Michael Jackson wasn't just a musician, he was a trendsetter, a boundary pusher, a visionary. He redefined what it meant to be an entertainer, breaking down barriers of race and genre. His music videos were more like short films with intricate plots and state-of-the-art special effects. They were, in essence, a new form of storytelling, bringing his music to life in a way that had never been done before. But his legacy wasn't just about music and dance. Michael Jackson was also a humanitarian, with a heart as big as his talent. He used his fame to shine a light on the issues he cared about, donating millions to charities and using his platform to advocate for children's rights and global peace. His philanthropic efforts earned him recognition from 2 presidents of the United States, and his song, "Man in the Mirror," continues to inspire people to make a change in the world. Despite the controversies that have clouded his name, Michael Jackson's influence can still be felt today. His music continues to inspire, his dance moves are still emulated, and his humanitarian efforts are still remembered. Even after his death, he continues to break records, with his album, Thriller, still holding the title as the best-selling album of all time. Whether innocent or not, Michael Jackson's impact on music and pop culture is indisputable. In the end, the question remains, was Michael Jackson a misunderstood genius, or a man hiding behind his fame?